Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-month check-in for January 2024. Thank you as always to everyone who watches, likes, shares, comments on the video, subscribes to the channel. If you want a personal reading, see the info in the description box. So for those of you who follow the channel or you're familiar with the channel, you might have noticed a little bit of a change around sort of the schedule of how I've been putting the videos out. I've just had to sort of adapt things to get the best balance with doing the readings and everything else I have to do in life. So yeah, but we're going to get into your reading. These are the oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. We're going to start with a message from the African Goddess Rising oracle deck. So these just felt like earthy but kind of magical, powerful, decks to use. So that's why I'm using them. But yeah, we're going to get this message first from African Goddess Rising. So what does Capricorn need to know for the mid-month check-in for January 2024? What do you need to know? So Capricorn, and the messages are for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Right, you have Seven Sisters Creativity. This is quite an interesting message. Let's put that there for you. I'm going to get your tarot cards out first of all. You can see it's gone blurry, hasn't it, as usual. And then once I've got the tarot cards out, then I will look at the message from the book for you. So again, Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, mid-month January. And I know it's a little bit after the mid-month by the time you see this video. But as I say, it's just part of adapting how I put the videos out to get a good life-work balance. So what's the main theme, focal point? You've got the Chariot, which we will put there. Past energies around this. You have the Two of Wands, okay. Current energies. There's a lot of creative energy. I mean, I was going to say already with the Chariot and the Two of Wands about choosing like a creative direction. Then you get the Empress and she is connected to creativity, isn't she? And you've got two minor arcanas as your central energy, right? Potential future around this. You have the Six of Cups. Okay. That's interesting to have that in a potential future position, but we'll see what that's about. So is everything unblurred? Yes, hopefully. Let's get the message from the book. So the Seven Sisters message, creativity. And what? So it's number 12, which breaks down to a 3. 1 and 2 is 3. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like 3 is a creative number. Like, I'm not an expert on numerology or anything like that, but I have a feeling that 3 is connected with creativity. I almost feel like I want to get a book just to check that, but that could take a while. So yeah, I'll leave that. Right, it says, so I'm looking up the number 3 now. Right, 12, not 3, 12. So it says, Goddesses of Creativity, and it refers to New Orleans. It's air energy as well, air energy. We don't really think of air energy in terms of elements of being creative, but it kind of is, because it's to do with thoughts, imagination. Like writing is creative writing. That's an interesting thought. But anyway, it says, the Seven Sisters were a mystical New Orleans family of identical master psychics, not physics, and conjure women who never aged. But were they? Were the Seven Sisters one shape-shifting woman or 7? Time will never tell. The Seven Sisters guidance says, create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gifts to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creatrix and creative force. The embodiment says, you are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power that creates planets, so yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child, I like that with the Six of Cups there, let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing, is manifesting. And the declaration says, I am a creative visionary. I really like this energy, actually. I can see that. In terms of this creativity as well, there might be something here where I don't know if you're feeling restricted creatively, but there's something about opening up to, how do I put it? You know, like if you're a creative person, but some people have one specific discipline, like somebody might be specifically an artist who only paints oil paintings or something like that. And then you get other people, like say you get musicians that can play like 10 instruments or something. It's giving that kind of vibe about possibly, I mean, there's the choosing a direction with the Chariot and the Two of Wands, but possibly opening yourself up to broaden your horizons even in terms of creativity. So like trying different things, you know, like with some actors as well, they decide to sing, they dance, you know, they try different things. So expanding your creativity, I suppose, would be one way of putting that. But anyway, let's get into the clarifiers and see what we get. So we've got the Chariot here. The Chariot and the Two of Wands for me, it's like, again, it is that energy of choosing a direction and moving towards it, or even about gaining momentum as well, possibly. So why is the Chariot here as the main focal point? And discipline, I mentioned that word discipline as well. It might be about, I mean, we haven't got anything to do with commitment yet, but sort of committing to what you want to explore creatively. So let's see, what do we need to know about that Chariot? Well, we have Eight of Pentacles, can be about work, can't it, or what you put your time, effort and energy into. We've got the High Priestess there. Let's get one more. Okay, we also have, so I feel like it was that one first, we've got Judgment and the Page of Swords. I mean, the Page of Swords, it is about learning, it is about gaining more information. You've got Judgment there, which can be second chances. It can also be reviewing the past. So there might be a revival of something creative for you. Like, I believe the Page of Swords, it is knowledge, isn't it? And swords are knowledge. They can be connected to thoughts, writing as well. If somebody is a writer or wants to write, you might be exploring that again. Because you've got that Six of Cups there, there is a possibility for someone with this revival type energy. So as I say, you've got the Eight of Pentacles there. That is what you that would be discipline, wouldn't it? It's what you choose, the direction you choose to move in and to focus your energy and effort and attention on. That's the discipline. Let's have a look at that High Priestess on its own, just to see what that's about. You could be exploring, as I said, that there's that revival type energy, exploring something you've done in the past or wanted to do in the past or considered previously. So the High Priestess, why is that there? Yeah, there's an intuitive feeling, isn't there? Kind of pushing you to explore a certain direction, likely. Actually, let's put this up here. Let's just get another one for that. Two of Wands is there again. It's like when you're drawn to doing something. That's what it feels like, being drawn to do something. You've got the Four of Wands. Page of Wands, okay. And the Eight of, yeah, expansion. It is an expansive, it's like that feeling that you get where you may have mastered something or reached a certain level in something, and it's like, right, I've done this, but I kind of want to take it further or explore it more. With the Wands, again, I mean, especially with the Page of Wands, that can be creative energy. So you might have this sort of niggling feeling within you that you need to expand creatively, whatever creatively. I mean, creativity can be manifestation as well, can't it? But definitely for some of you, it is going to be literal creativity in terms of art, writing, possibly anything that you consider to be creative, even in terms of how you know, like when we speak of creative thinkers, it's not necessarily specifically artistic things. It's just that the way they do things is outside of the box, like inventors. But there is a need where it is a feeling of where you may have built a foundation, but it's like expanding that, taking it out. So we'll put these back and we will look at the other cards for you as well. So let's look at that Two of Wands. So as I say, overall with the Chariot, it's like expanding your horizons, possibly in terms of your creative direction. So the Two of Wands, that is past energy around this. And as I've said before, the past can be, it could have been a week ago, it could have been a month ago, even further than that. It could be just that at the start of the year you thought, you know what, I want to do things differently. But let's look at that Two of Wands for you. Yeah, again, that niggling sort of feeling of it's time to change something up. You might have sort of felt a bit bored, possibly. Or it may have been that something happened. You know, like if you, in terms of work, you might have had a job where you've left the job, or you could have been on a temporary contract or something like that, and that ended, and it's time to sort of move things on now. I feel for somebody could have left a job here, or a particular, even if it's not physically left it, you know, like if you're in a particular job or a career path and you sort of like, this doesn't feel right anymore, or even if it's in a specific career, but you know, like there are different aspects to that career. The part that you were involved in, it might be like, nah, I'm bored with that now. I need to finish that part and kind of move on and birth something new, with the Empress energy being there again. Let's have a look at that Ten of Swords out of curiosity. And as I said, two of Wands is like choosing a new path, a new direction. So why is the Ten of Swords there? Is it meant to be in reverse? I feel like it is meant to be in reverse, actually. Let's there might even be something here for someone, which I've kind of said it anyway, that where you oh God, what do you call it now? Something stifling your energy, like a particular environment could have stifled your energy. So if it isn't literally about a creative career path or something like that, you know, like living in a particular place or something like that, or being around, spending too much time around certain people, it may have felt stifling to you. You've got an energy here with the Lovers and the Two of Wands, with that clarifying that Ten of Swords, where it's like something that you once loved, something's changed, something's finished with that. It's kind of like mentally, I know the Ten of Swords can be painful endings, but for me it can also be like mentally checking out of something where it's like, nope. And you'd think more that's like that is Eight of Cups energy as well, which might show up, but it is an energy of where you're mentally checked out. You know, like again, giving the example of jobs, if you've been in a job for a long time and you just thought, this just isn't me anymore, and like you do it, you go through the motions, but mentally you're just done with it. You are done. So as I say, it's like something that you once loved, the love's just not, that connection, that passion, that desire for it is not there anymore, and you want to expand your horizons, do something new. Let's grab that has fallen. Yeah, you want more fulfillment, you want more emotional fulfillment. There may have been a lot of logic, possibly because you've got swords there, whatever's finished, it may have been more on the logical side. Let's where you chose it because it felt like the logical decision to make, or practical decision. Let's look at the Four of Cups. These are just flying all over the place. Let's see if I can get this without dropping off my chair now. So that is the Four of Swords. Again, that kind of feels like, it feels like it is along the lines of where you're in the process of mentally checking out. You know, like if, again, giving the example of the job, which it could be anything, but it's just, this is the example I'm giving. You know, like if you're at work all day and, as I say, you don't want to, you just feel it's not you anymore, and your mind wanders, and you basically, your thoughts aren't there. Your brain isn't there really. You somehow you're managing to get through it like a robot, but you're just not there. Right. No, that doesn't feel good. Try that again for the Four of Cups. All right, we have the Five of Wands. it's very much, it's conflicted actions, but it feels more along the lines of, with conflicted actions, doing something that you don't actually want to do. That's what that feels like. We've got the sun and the stars. So again, I know I keep using this example, but it's the one that keeps coming to mind. Like going to a job where you're doing things that you literally don't want to do, but you just, as I say, going through the motions. But really, you want the sun and the star, don't you? You want to have a new dream to follow. You want things to be more enjoyable. For some, it may even be wanting peace. If you've been in an environment where I said it, I can't even remember what term I just used now. It saps your energy. I know that wasn't the exact term I've used. But if it's something that saps your energy and there's constant conflict, of course, you're going to want more peace. But we'll leave that. So yeah, past energy, it's just definitely wanting to choose a new direction. It looks like you've kind of mentally checked out, and it's just wanting to birth something new, to go in a new direction. So let's put these back. And as I say, you'll know when you got to that point, whether it was a short period of time ago, a long time ago. But let's see. So as I say, you've got the Empress in the present current energy. The birthing process is coming to mind quite strongly, and I don't mean, for some it could literally be the literal birth process, but it's more metaphorical, the metaphorical birthing process, where it's like, look, I'm ready to do something different. Right, so the Empress, why is she there? Well, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's definitely ready for change. And with that there, the universe might be on your side, because the Wheel of Fortune is kind of more along the line of fated things. I'd say the Empress is definitely your energy of being ready for it. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the universe knows you're ready for it too. If you are into astrology, you might want to look into your birth chart. And see if there are any kind of placements or anything that's happening. And I'm not an expert in astrology, so I can't really tell you much about that. There are lots of astrologers online that do videos, but there might be something relevant there that might help you and kind of guide you at this point in time. Let's see what else comes up. You are ready for change, and it looks like, in terms of the energy around you, like astrologically or however you want to relate to it, there's something that's kind of, I did say something about a niggling feeling, didn't I, that it's time to change. Yep, Four of Pentacles, it's time to change. Right, you've got Temperance there as well. Let me have a look at, what do I want to look at? Let's look at the Four of Pentacles to just see if it will give us anything specific about what you need to well, for some of you, for change to well, yeah, you're going to have to let go of something. That's one thing. If you've been holding on tightly to something, as I say, a job was like a main example to give. Obviously, if there's an issue of financial stability, yep, 100%, you do have to take that into consideration if you're wanting to change things. Nobody's here sort of telling you to be frivolous. It's obviously your choice what you do. You kind of, it helps to make sure that you're taken care of financially, but for some, it could be that you're holding on to that too tightly, or to something too tightly. But let's see if it gives us anything specific. Okay. Someone here might be a bit scared of change, to be honest. Well, yeah, we'll say there's a little bit of a fear of change. And that can come from the unknown. Well, that would be one of the main reasons. It's like fear of the unknown, fear of losing what you already have, and not knowing if you'll get something better or if it's worth it. Oh my God, I love that. I just said if it's worth it. And what do we get? The Seven of Pentacles. Is it worth it? Yeah, you might be concerned about, if you choose a new path, is it worth it? Is it worth putting the effort in? Will it work out? Which, as I always say on this channel, there's no guarantee of anything. There's never a guarantee. You just don't know until you try. Even if a prediction comes up and says, oh yeah, it looks good, it can't give you the full picture, can it? It could be good, it could be good for a week, a month, a year, a lot longer than that, but it won't give you the full picture. And it's based on your efforts and energy. But let's see what else comes up for that Four of Pentacles. Five of Swords. that's, to me, it speaks of defeat again. If there's a bit of an energy where it's like you're ready for something new, I mean, and just because you're ready for something new as well, it doesn't mean that you won't have fear, because it is natural. It's natural if you're going to make a huge change, or if you've been committed to something for a very long time and then you decide to change things up and do something new. It's natural. There can be excitement and fear can live side by side. I think Aquarian Insight was talking about this, and it's something I was thinking about as well. Probably a couple of days before I watched a video, actually, thinking about what motivates me, or what motivated me to do a particular thing. And I was we obviously, you know, when people speak of manifestation, they say that you shouldn't have fear when you manifest, because then that interferes with the energy. But then it's like, but fear is a natural, it's natural. So the sort of fear and excitement can go hand in hand and kind of propel you into action, can't they? I think it's a bit unrealistic, and I think this is coming up quite a lot with quite a few readers, myself included, about this thing about things that dehumanize us. It's like we're not machines. You know, fear is a natural thing. I think fear is the problem when it holds you back, but you know. So yeah, as I say, it's that sense of defeat. Is it worth it? Will it work? Let me just get one more after that Five of Swords. Temperance is another creative type energy, or can be another creative type energy as well, because we speak of alchemy. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. Questions about if something will be fulfilling as well. I don't know why I've got this thought in my head with this Five of Swords of, oh God, if someone thinks that they choose a different path or do something differently or make a dramatic change, that they don't want to end up looking stupid. That's something that comes to mind. They don't want to end up looking stupid or feeling like they made the wrong decision, or you know, the energy of people where it's like, I told you so. You know, like if somebody got into a relationship with someone where there was some red flags, and there were good things that, you know, there can be good things and bad things about a person, can't there? But maybe there were a few red flags, and you had friends or family members that were like, oh, I don't think you should get involved with that person. And you're like, you want to see the best in them. You give them the benefit of the doubt. You get involved with them, have a relationship, whatever, and it goes to shit. The person F's up. The other person F's up, basically. And then when you tell your family and friends, if you break up with the person, they're like, oh, I told you so. And it's, yeah, that kind of energy is there. The concerns about that, about looking dumb, basically. And obviously that is a valid reason to fear things, but yeah, it's something that we should try to overcome, because obviously it's your choice, it's your life. None of us are perfect. How do we learn? We learn from our mistakes. We can't learn if we just stay in the same place all the time and never take any risk. And frankly, if we make mistakes, it's nobody's business but ours, is it? We're the ones that have to live with the mistake, and we can learn from the mistake, can't we? So yeah, it's just unsupportive, isn't it? It's not nice. It's not nice. I don't know. It's not necessary to go down the I told you so route with people, is it? But anyway, temperance. Let's have a look at temperance. So you've got the Five of Cups here. We've got the Fool, God. Okay. It feels like concerns around the risk, as if, like if you can really bring this together. I think it's because, you know what, Harry Potter was on over the weekend or something, so I think that's in my head. I think it's been on TV quite a lot. And I'm just thinking, like, imagine if you were going to do a spell and you were just worried about what if it doesn't work. That's what I'm getting with that temperance card, of worried about if you can bring it together, if you can make it work, if you can get the magic and the flow going. There's some concerns around here. There's something around loss, fear of losing even as well. I mean, the Five of Swords, that is a defeat. It is losing, isn't it? Fear of losing. There's something where you might fear losing support as well, or there might be an impact on connections with this if you do something new too. So that might be holding you back. But as I said, risk, because the Fool is in reverse, that would be risk. Again, just the typical fear of you're going to get what you want. But yeah, the support thing comes into here as well. I don't know, with the temperance card, even there's a lot of you've got 2 cups there, 2 cups there, 2 cups there. So it's making me think about the lack of support as well. Right, so overall, present energy, it's like you are ready. You're definitely ready, but there are, it does appear that there are some doubts here. let's look into that future energy. Let's look into the future energy for you, the Six of Cups, and then we'll get you a card of advice. I may call this reading, Are You Ready? Although I don't know, that could be a bit ambiguous. So Six of Cups. Let's see what comes up for that. And I just need to refer to the book because I know it mentioned something, was it inner child or something? And I feel like that's relevant for this potential future energy. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Yeah. Okay, let's see what comes up for that Six of Cups as a potential future energy. The Six of Cups, it can be memories, but it can be like gifts from the past as well. So we've got the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of... That does feel like childlike energy. I know it's adults, but it feels like that. And when I say childlike energy, I mean, as children, we have hopes, we have dreams, we have desires, which is Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, wishes. That energy is strong with children. They don't really... I mean, obviously, I'm talking more along the lines of kids that have been brought up in a healthy environment, because I know that some people haven't had that. But like for kids that have been brought up in a healthy environment, it's just you have your wishes, hopes and dreams, and there's not much that stands in the way of that, is it? I mean, obviously, if you get people in your life that put you down, then that can put a spanner in the works. But if you are a child who's grown up and been allowed to be free and to dream and everything, that energy there is strong, isn't it? Like there's nothing that kind of puts you off for the most part. Even if kids are scared, I don't know. I mean, even if kids are scared, they often, the ones that have had a healthy upbringing, they usually have adults around them that kind of support them, don't they? Or that's what we should have anyway, even if you haven't had that. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. I mean, it is an energy of not settling. I like that. The Sun, yeah. Definitely an energy of not settling there. It's just pure potential. It's like, I don't know what I'm going into, but I'm not settling and I'm going for what I want. And all I see, the focus is on potential here. Rather than in the future energy, the focus is on potential rather than fear. We've got the Three of Cups. And we have the Emperor. And I think I will get one more for that. That Two of Wands is just there constantly, isn't it? Well, I will say with the Emperor, the Two of Wands and the King of Swords, it's very much an energy of doing what you want, choosing what you want and knowing what you want. Okay, that might be your title instead. So yeah, doing, choosing and knowing what you want. As I say, the Sun is potential, the Three of Cups. It feels like more of a... it feels really lighthearted. It feels very lighthearted. It feels celebratory, which the Three of Cups can be a celebration energy. It could refer to people who are supportive and encouraging, which I mentioned, that kids that would who've had a healthy upbringing in terms of dreams and stuff, even if they feel fear, they have people to kind of support them and help to raise their self-esteem and everything and to support their dreams, don't they? So as a future energy, you may be ready, you may be very well ready in the future for something new. There can be doubts there. There may be the doubts there. However, it looks like going into future energies, there's more of a focus on the potential and that kind of childlike energy of just pure potential. Yeah, pure potential. That's what I'm getting from that. I'm just trying to see if there is anything else specific that I need to look at. I'm going to look at that Queen of Wands quickly as well to see if she tells me what the specifically what the desires are. Nine of Swords. No. As I say, with that Queen of Wands, for me, it's just that desire, that determination. You've got the Chariot there again. I feel like she can overcome any anxiety, any worries. She overcomes that and makes a move. She moves forward. She's determined to get what she wants and to go into that new cycle. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. So yeah, future energy, it just looks like pure potential in the future, taking on that kind of childlike energy. As I said, for some, there could be something about potentially about revisiting an old dream, because that judgment energy came up as well. But yeah, just like future wise, it's just getting into an energy of feeling pure potential rather than having things hold you back. So let's put these away and we will get you a final message from. This is a really unusual deck to use. Well, it's probably not unusual, but it's just because I don't use it very often. So let's see what comes out for this. We have the Witch's Kitchen deck. As I said, it felt like an earthy energy. So let's see what we get for that. What does Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising know as a final card of guidance for them for mid-month January? Memories is on the bottom of the deck as well, which, as I say, that can be connected to Six of Cups energy because it's to do the past. So final guidance for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising for mid-month January check-in, if it will come out at all. Okay, you get a kind of, right, which one feels, I think the breathe one feels right, to be honest. Do I want to look at all of these? I feel like that breathe one is the one. So we'll take the breathe card. So you did get caution and prediction as well. Caution, I would take it to mean, okay, yep, there's a few things actually. Caution, a couple of ways. Obviously not to rush into things, but again, don't let fear hold you back. I'm getting with that caution card. Also with the prediction card, the thing about self-fulfilling prophecies, you know, like when you fear failure, so you end up failing, that can happen. That comes to mind as well. And not being too future focused as well, on stressing yourself out about if it's going to work or not, if there are doubts about if it's the right thing to do. Obviously be cautious, as it says here, but you know, don't get sort of held back by thinking, oh my God, is it going to work? I don't know. And you know, that kind of energy. And for that's when you need to breathe, isn't it? So you've got eucalyptus, breathe. So we'll put that there. So it says, right, so the eucalyptus's guidance says, emotions have been stuffed down and feelings of being trapped and suffocated have restricted you. I feel that's that past energy. Allow me to bring you some welcome relief to cleanse you both spiritually and physically. It's time to breathe again. As I bring fresh energy, which I feel this is strongly about fresh energy, to your situation and relieve you of any mental exhaustion, my succulence and calming properties gift you with purity and stimulation. Actually, purity and stimulation with that Six of Cups as well, because children, purity, you know. As I restore clarity to your recent overactive mind, inhale my strong minty scent to open up your airways and expand your lungs to enhance your creative pathways. I assist with respiratory issues too, so add a few drops to steam and breathe in deeply my antibacterial and antiseptic curative properties, which are strong enough to relieve asthma and sinus congestion. I will also expel any residual energies as you cleanse your ritual tools with oil, and as you burn my leaf, I will escort all negative influences away. Okay, so for anyone who's into aromatherapy, or even like magical stuff, you might want to start using eucalyptus, like not just physically to open the airways, yes, for that, but also because like mentally it might sort of help to clear your mind as well and sort of help you to gain clarity. To be frank, I like that creative pathway. So I've got quite a few options for a reading title for you today. I think I've forgotten all of them. I should have written them down as I was having them, but hopefully that message was helpful to you. Feel free to like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want a personal reading, see the info in the description box. But that's your message. Take care.